Hey, it's Brent with another question from a reader. It says, hey Brent, I was hoping that you could do a video response to this because I think a lot of guys would be wondering the same thing. Now, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with everything you speak about, but there's one area I've been finding success in a different way. As much as I like hooking up with the sexy, classy type of woman that people consider to be the hottest women, my favorite girls are the sweet and nice type. And these are quite often a little reserved at first, but are wild once they're allowed to be themselves. My question is regarding the initial contact. As usual, I'll leave them with a reason or an offer to contact me and then let them have my number. Normally, they'll ring or text straight away, and I know how you normally handle this, but I can tell in most cases that they want me to contact them because they're too shy to reach out first. And that's where you're going wrong, my friend. Right there, change that story, okay? Even if you think there's evidence, you gotta change that story. So a few days later, I'll text something like, hey, what's up? I'll be doing X today, surfing, dancing, or whatever we'd spoken about. Feel free to join me. What they've said after hooking up a few times is that they would never have reached out to me first because they're too shy or scared or whatever. But obviously, after the first time, they're contacting me. Okay? I can see how that would send you down this road. What are your thoughts? Are there some girls that you should be contacting first as long as it's not pursuing? And in parentheses it says, I don't think what I do with these girls is pursuing. Or is it? Or perhaps they're a little intimidated by me in the first place, in which case I need to address that so that they reach out first like the more outgoing girls. By the way, these girls are all around 19 to 22 years of age, so they aren't like 30-year-olds or a 30-year-old who tends to know what she wants. Okay, so my thoughts are, you're creating this, okay? There is never an instance where pursuing is good. That's it. So you were correct at the end here where you said, you know, my experience is this, right? And this is what they've told me. But you've created that evidence. And so you have evidence, right? I get that. But you've created that evidence. So you are taking this limiting belief, because it may have happened to you once or twice, and then you're like, okay, well, this must be the way that it works. And I'm glad you're asking me the question. But that's the only reason that it's continuing is because you now believe it. But it's not true. It's only true because you believe that it's true. So you're causing it. You're causing that evidence to appear. And what will happen is when you change your mind about this and change your belief, then you will see different evidence, okay? Now, will it every single time, will a girl reach out to you? No. But you have to be okay with that too. You have to realize, you have to understand that you're missing out on nothing. So even the girls, so if you're tempted to, you're like, okay, I get that, but oh man, I wouldn't want to miss out hooking up with these last 3 girls that I just hooked up with who said they would have never hooked up with me had I not reached out first, right? So you have to let that go. That, what I just said right there, was one of my biggest springboards to the next level. And something that I almost didn't do because I was afraid. I was afraid to do it because I thought, oh man, I'd be missing out. I mean, I did all that work to get that girl. I mean, not that you did a lot of work, but I'm just saying that it's like I didn't want to miss out, right? I was living a life of scarcity. In that moment, that is how you grow exponentially to the next level, is you walk away from that. You're okay with them not reaching out. Okay, so again, you're doing everything correct here. Just FYI. So you're doing the right thing. It's just that you have to really understand that your brain may start continually going back to, well, in this particular situation, I don't want to miss out and I have to pursue because these girls are young and they're or not good looking or good look, whatever, right? You can create a belief about all of that, right? There are guys who have a belief that average women will call you all day long or reach out to you all day long first, but hot women won't. And that is their resistance point. And the moment they get through that and change their belief, guess what? Hot women reach out to them all day long. Okay? So this is definitely a belief thing. Okay? And it comes across in your interactions with them through your vibe. So at that moment that you're talking to that nice and sweet girl that you like so much, if in the back of your mind you're thinking this girl's never going to reach out to me, she's 22 and you know that conversation that you have with yourself, that's what's causing it. So simply change your story about it. I know I say this all the time, but it's so true and so powerful. Because really, you should just be giving out your information to all of them and hanging back and having these 19 to 22-year-old nice and sweet, cute girls or whoever you're attracted to reaching out to you. They will. You're just not inspiring them. That's another thing I could talk about real quick here, is that women do things when they're inspired. They do things that are supposedly out of character, right? And outside of their social programming, and things that women aren't supposed to do or don't do or whatever. We make up all these excuses when they're inspired. Here's the thing. They don't meet anyone who's like this, who is a guy who's pursued. And I'll have to tell you something else here, that practicing or being a guy who is pursued in one part of your life with, all these wild hot girls or whatever one thinks are hot, but you're not doing it in this section, that's causing a rift, okay? It's causing a rift. You need to be the whole way a guy who's pursued. So, inspire them, and you'll inspire them by your vibe. Remember how I've been telling you guys that how you walk around, the energy you have and the belief inspires and affects other people's energy. Even people who have never thought a particular thought before will think at the moment they are in your presence, because they'll feel inspired, they'll feel comfortable, they'll feel different, they'll feel like, wow, I just met a guy who's rare. This is a rare occurrence, and I feel like doing this. I feel like, reaching out to him, because it wouldn't be bad. And it wouldn't mean anything that I've been told that it means. This is from a woman's perspective, right? It wouldn't be slutty, and it wouldn't be aggressive. It'd be assertive. It'd be taking responsibility. It'd be choosing men from a much more powerful pool of men that I'm used to when I just hang back and wait for pursuers to contact me. So you getting this? This is how powerful this is. So I hope I'm driving this home, and I hope, more importantly, that I'm helping you get to the next level. Or actually, once you give up all this stuff, you'll just be on the next level. So anyway, I hope that all helps. Let me know, and I'll talk to you later.